Community, welcome to our YouTube news market update. And what's going on with Bitcoin? 100k seems to be near, but who really cares?
Teroxx, the digital asset machine.
So basically what happened is that Bitcoin should suffer in the sub 96 dip. So Bitcoin saw from the level that he reached on like 99.6k down to below 96. Some shorts, some people thought now shorts are the thing to do, profit takings are the things to do, and then Bitcoin went back up and all these shorts got liquidated again. So this is the key point. The price to reclaim is 98.5. This is actually what we saw. So basically from the dip to this resistance, everything played out. We can see all the sell pressure above 100k, but the CME gap is still there. So there is something like that we need to take a huge look on. And that's as well, if we're not breaking through because of the huge resistances above 100k, we could easily go down to 90k or even a little bit below. But this is a super good buying back point. So on the long term, 100k will be seen in Bitcoin, in my opinion. Short term, with all the different volumes and all the different interests in the market, it would be a little harsh. But after this run up, it would be as well a good thing if Bitcoin would come down a little bit to consolidate a little bit, to give altcoins the possibility to really go parabolic. Don't be surprised if we see a correction in the coming period. In fact, this would be healthy, but for some might be a nice level to post memes and celebrate if 100k is reached. All in all, 100k is not a key technical level, it's just a psychological level. So this is what it is all about. So keep an eye on this. High volatility could occur. Have your strategies ready if Bitcoin will hit this level. Top story of the week: so Solana ETFs could come along when Gary Gensler is off. So this is quite interesting. Gary Gensler said he will step down in January when the new administration led by Donald Trump will be in power. So as well here, there could be a more crypto-friendly candidate coming up to give a good insight and a good regulations for the upcoming years. Bitcoin ETFs seeing huge inflows. China ETFs hit record outflows. China is at the moment quite weak based on economy, and this is what is crazy, because back in the day the correlation was if there's negativity all around with the financial markets, Bitcoin is going down as well. So the largest weekly outflows in history, despite deploying pandemic-like stimulus. Recent data suggests that China's economy is worsening. With all the stimulus, more money is printed, more inflation could come along. You all know the story from the last year, what then was happening. And now Bitcoin is benefiting from economic concerns because like digital gold. People going into this if they are not quite sure how the economy is developing. So quite a boost as well for Bitcoin. What's happening now? How said the overall sentiment, consumer confidence is at a rock bottom in China. So record inflows as well in the ETF. So all on track for Bitcoin. But keep an eye on this. Volatility could occur, and this means as well consolidations and setbacks in Bitcoin would be quite healthy. On the other hand, Tether mints an additional 3 billion in USDT stablecoins, meaning what? If there are more and more stablecoins, this is always an indicator that there will be some buy pressure in the market. And in 2025, the CEO said that we'll need to reach high productivity to accomplish our grand vision. So all in all, quite bullish for 2025 based on political tailwind and historic Bitcoin rally. Tether is as well on a rise and is quite strong in the market. The last 7 days were positive, and what we now can see is that ALTs for the first time ever in this run outperforming Bitcoin, and not by a little bit but quite huge. So as well, the sentiment from Bitcoin season is a little bit changing more to altcoin season, but we are already in extreme greed. So keep an eye on this. If Bitcoin is tanking, alts could tank. It could be shifting more to Bitcoin season as well. If Bitcoin is consolidating, hanging around these levels for like a week or two, altcoins could go parabolic in the meantime. The inflows were quite good over the last 6 weeks. So this is why as well Bitcoin is up so huge. You're always seeing here the inflows and outflows, but now it's really packed and stacked. The last weeks were crazy for the market. We are an all-time high on the market cap, not only Bitcoin, but the market cap, not meaning that all the assets are at all-time highs, but this is as well something, this is quite big for the market. But keep an eye on this. How I said, multiple time volatility is all around. So Bitcoin with the high at 99,600, then how I said dipped a little bit to like 96, and we have something like support, but it's not really support, because if I'm zooming out, then we have seen lower levels all the time, so there is nothing like a real consolidation. But if you want to suggest to have a support zone, it's something like down here between 86 to 90k as a good buying back point if the market is tanking down. And there are more or less two possibilities now. The first one is Bitcoin is consolidating in this trend channel for like a few days without huge buy or sell pressure. Altcoins would go parabolic in this time, going huge up, capital rotation, so keep an eye on this. And then Bitcoin with good tailwind from the market could easily break towards 100k, building huge volatility between 100k to 105 maybe. And then it's all about, if there's a resistance hit and there's a setback, will this be a little bit chilled to go down to like 99 to then consolidate again? Or will it be like we've seen historically quite often, going deep down with huge sell pressure, no buying pressure? And then, how I said, this support at around 90k could be super interesting for the market. On the other hand side, if there is positivity all around from the world market, we easily could consolidate a little and going up. Then as well, altcoins would go huge upwards. Only negativity that I can see is that if we're consolidating a little bit, negative financial markets, Bitcoin has no spot volume, no ETF volume. We cannot hold this small support zone that we directly go down to 90k without trying even to hit 100k once more, and then have a consolidation. This would be a perfect healthy scenario for the market, to have a good consolidation and then buying back to further gains, and then to tackle 100k not out of psychological and hype, greed and fear, but like with a substantial, with a good indicator, with some real volume, with a settlement at around 90k, to really see, okay, this is our new level that we are talking about, to then tackle 100k. But let's see what will happen. Volatility and emotional trading is at the moment quite big in this market, so keep an eye on this, that you always are not investing because of your emotions, but just because of or based on your strategy. Keep an eye on this. And for us as professionals, it's always important to keep an eye on certain levels and movement. And at the moment, with the capital rotation into altcoins, so this is why altcoins are our number one pick next to holding Bitcoin. Here you can see once again the flows were quite huge. Bitcoin hash rate an all-time high, as well underlining the fundamental status of the market. And on the other hand, dollar and euro is getting weaker and weaker due to the interest rate cuts. Dollar is stronger than euro. Euro on a 2-year low against the dollar, as well underlining that investment into assets is quite interesting at the moment. Currencies are not the number one pick anymore. I hope you liked the video. If you do so, I would love you to comment, like, or share this video, and we'll see us next time when it comes to weekly crypto news and market update provided by Teroxx. Here you can watch another video of ours, or you just subscribe to this channel down below to never ever forget or not seeing a video that we are posting. Have a good week, stay humble, stay cool, and we'll hear us next week when it comes to crypto news and market update provided by Teroxx.